Hello and welcome to the channel. I am DeanoGTO and today we're going to be looking at the live summit in the Crew 2. So right now the summit is the Rising Sun Summit. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be just kind of giving you like an idea of just how to get a better score in these skill based events as well as the drift based event as well. So effectively like it's the same thing that applies to all these events. So if you go into the main menu here and take a look at your icon points. So these are the points you get access to once you get above like I think it's like I can't remember the exact level. Let me see. Does it actually tell me? I doubt it does. Actually, yeah, it does. So once you get above star level, you go into the icon levels, and once you get the icon levels, you just gradually go up and up and up over time, and unlock like different things. So once you get the icon levels unlocked, what you can do is you can put points into different abilities. So the ones you want for like getting better scores in drift events are the hot hit and slippery perks, but I would say slippery is more important if you don't have enough points to get both, because slippery just seems to be the one that's going to give you the bigger boost because it's just an overall just better multiplier, where this is just like a percentage increase on how many points you're getting depending on how fast you're going. So I would say focus on this one, then get this one. But if you can have both, get both. When it comes to score for skill-based events, so basically like the buoy smashing event, the slalom event, and the low altitude event, if you're using this here, this will give you just a flat 5% just boost just for doing the event effectively. So just over the course of the event, you're just earning 5% more points just by having this on. So I'm going to disable this here just for now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just go in and do the slalom event. I'm going to show you my boat here just beforehand, just so that you can see I have no bonuses active on it for skill based boosts at the moment. So absolutely nothing active for just boosting my points for whenever I am doing skill events or skills events. So I have two like nitrous boosts, that's just because like those were the easiest ones to find there. So no boost whatsoever. Let's do a run here and see what sort of score we get. So I'll quickly just try and get the smoothest run possible for this here, just so that I can give you an idea of like how many points you expect to get for an okay run at this. So that's about the halfway point. This section here is the trickiest section, I think, because it's so easy to carry too much speed through there and just completely mess up the run. But you can see there, got about 9,300 points for that run. That was pretty much, I would say that's probably nearly like a perfect run through that particular event there. And that would have been worth about 114,000, what do you call it? I've forgotten its name. 114,000 summit points. I'm going to call them that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into my icon points. I'm going to just max out the skilled boost. I'm also going to change the parts on my boat. Now, I will say the boost that I can get a lot better than I have at the moment. So I'm just quickly just going through all the parts. So if I had boosts that were giving me, actually, is that the right part? Because I know I think I have two for some of them. I have two skill based, but yeah, I think that's the right part. I'm just making sure I don't put the wrong part on by accident. I'm just making sure I have as many active as possible. So if I had all pink parts with the skill boost, then I think that would be the best thing possible. But because I don't have all pink parts with the skill based boost, it means that my percentage boost is not going to be quite as good. So just to give you an example, if I look at this one, the maximum possible like boost for a blue part is 4%. Whereas if I look at a pink part and look at the skill based boost, it's 7%. So it doesn't sound like a particularly big difference, but that 7%, if you manage to get the 7% across all 7 parts, that's nearly a 50% increase on your like just points gained as you're doing an event. Whereas if you had all blue parts, if it's only like a 4% increase, what's that work out as? 4 by 7. Just doing some rough mental maths, 28%. So it's a pretty significant difference, and gold parts will give you an even bigger bonus than that. So gold parts are going to give you an insane boost to your points and going to allow you to earn so many more points than you were earning before. So the difference between I would say the difference between skilled boost. I'm struggling to come up with the correct words just because calling it the skilled boost doesn't really make much sense. But even though it's the name of the perk, it feels weird to say. But pre-perk boost, I'll say, and post-perk boost, it's a pretty significant difference to the score you're actually going to get. So let's just quickly just try and have a good run here. It probably won't be as good of a run because that previous run was practically almost perfect, I would say. But that run there, I actually managed to hold a bit more speed through there. I really hate that corner sometimes. It didn't register. It didn't register me going through that one there for some reason. So let's quickly just restart this here and try and get another good run. I actually lost a little bit more speed than the last run. I try to avoid hitting this little pillar here, because if you hit it, sometimes it can mess up the run and it won't register correctly. So this run has not been as clean as the previous run, but it's still been an okay run. And you can see there, I got actually 12,000 points. That's actually a new record for me. 12,000 points, that was pretty damn solid. So getting 12,000 points there. Actually wait, it's not a new record. Oh, right, I must have gotten a new record earlier on, not realised. See, I did a couple of practice runs this year, just testing it out. But apparently 12,196, so I was just about 50 points below. But you saw just how much your like points boost changed by. It was about a 3,000 point difference between my previous score and my current score. So can you imagine having all like the perfect boosts active in all the parts, as well as the icon points boost? It would be an insane bonus. It would give you an absolutely incredible amount of score and allow you to just get an absolutely just massive amount of points while you are grinding through this here. So let's quickly just load up all. Like, I'm actually like number 311 in this particular leaderboard, but if you look up to the top, people are sitting on like 23,000. That's over 11,000 more points than what I got, and it's because these people are 100% using those boosts on their parts. And you can see that's like a 24,000 point difference in the actual summit score. That's the same sort of thing with the low altitude event as well. So if you look into the leaderboard, and I keep pressing the wrong thing, I got 14,873 points in that particular event. If I go up to the top, guys, sitting on 37,000. So yeah, it makes a substantial difference to how many points you're going to get in the summit if you're able to get like all those like just boosts that are appropriate to the event that you're doing. Then it'll just make a substantial difference to the amount of points that you're going to get for the summit. And the exact same tricks apply for the drift events as well. So I'm number like 1,134 for the drift event with 562,000 points. Previously to having the boost on the car, my best score was 220,000. As soon as I put the boost on the car, my like second run, 562,380 points. It makes an insane difference to how much score you're going to get, particularly in the drift event. So you can see here, top score 796,000. So yeah, people are able to get absolutely just incredible scores from just like having all the perks and stuff active. Like if you have all gold parts, your scores are going to be mental. So yeah, pretty much just to summarize here at the end, the perks you want to have active are Hot Hit and Slippery for drift events. For the aerobatics events, you would want Magnificent and Extreme mode, just to have both those active. For monster truck events, it would be these two you would want to have active, like the Gifted and the Graceful. For skill events, you would want to have the Skilled perk active, at maximum if at all possible. And for the air race events, you would want Perfectionist and Gateway, just to make it as easy as possible to get a really good score. So yeah, that's just my general idea, that just to give you the best possible chance of getting the highest score possible. The one thing I will warn you of though, is if you're using spare parts to change the perks on your on your vehicles. Like as an example, if I look to, I think it's this one here, I spent, let's see, I'll just show you here. Oh, whoops, wrong button. I think it's this one here. No, wait. No, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry, this will be a second. I spent, like, look, it now costs 25,000 credits for me, or, yeah, credits. I'm going to call it credits, because if I say the other thing, it sounds like I'm cursing. It costs nearly 25,000 credits for me to now do this here. It starts off costing you 1,000. So if you get unlucky, like me, and do this so many times without getting the skill-based boost, and of course now I get it. I get what I'm recording, of course. God damn it, game. I spent 25,000 credits pretty much trying to get that boost. I did like a change on that there so many times trying to get a better boost on that. I just could not get the skill-based boost whatsoever. I just had no luck at all. But now, of course, I get it now, well, which means I'll probably try and get some more pink parts just so I can have pink parts across the board and get the best possible boost possible active on all the parts, just so that I can get a really high score in this particular event. And then I'll try and replicate that on my Air Race P51 Mustang and my jet sprints and my jet sprint parts as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. If you're looking to get better scores, I would highly recommend you do that as well. So yeah, hope this video has been useful to you, and I hope to see you in the next one.